Hi all, Jessie B. Scrapbook came back with another process video. This one is for Scraptember and 30 days of sketches. And here is the sketch. And it's a pretty basic sketch. I don't actually do a lot of that kind of paper just placing, so it's going to stretch me a little bit. I don't know. I'm going to try it. But the thing that I am excited about is that the Scraptember prompt is sequins. So I want to make a couple sequins shaker pockets or shakers. So I'm going to see how I do. I've only made one or two before, and I want to do a couple on this one. I think it would be so much fun. So here is the picture I'm going to be scrapbooking. It is a picture of my daughter and I when we were at the 3D archery shoot, and we both shot the moose. I pulled my arrow before the picture, but this is my daughter's arrow in the kill zone, and I just love the size of this moose. I mean, it is so big. My daughter is 5'10", and so yeah, this thing is huge. But so I want to make this a very girly, sequins heavy layout. So let's get going. Okay, so this layout was not as hard as I thought it was going to be. I really do stick really close to the sketch, and I get the layering behind the picture, and I really do follow the sketch for the way I line it up. And following the sketch made it really, really easy. If I tried to do this by myself, I probably would have had a harder time. But so here I'm picking out these papers, and I'm going to go with more of the purple tones. And just because, like I said, I wanted to make this whole layout a little bit more feminine. And since it's just a picture of my daughter and I figured it would be a perfect one. I'm using this deep purple paper as my mat for my picture, and I like how it has that pattern, but you don't really see that it's big florals. You just see the dark purple around the picture, and I really like that. So this is going to be the bottom layer of my cluster, or no, layers. Yeah, it's going to be the bottom layer of my layers. But I'm not exactly sure how wide I want it yet. So I'm going to start with the very top layer here. And this one I can determine how big I want by measuring the picture and making sure that there is some sticking out of both sides. It's not as much as I wanted, but I fix that later. So then I decided to go with this plain pink in between so that it breaks up the two different pattern papers. And so I'm just measuring that, getting that all situated where I want it. And now I can figure out how wide to do that bottom. So there we are. I like that. So now I'm going to work on the bottom cluster. And I end up doing the stripe at the very bottom, but I don't go clear across the bottom. I leave a little gap at the end. And then I do the same thing with this flower print. And so each layer actually ends up getting just a little bit shorter, but that works out just perfect for what I had in mind. And this is a little piece of scrap that I had, and I'm going to use it as the fishtail banners on the um, behind the picture there. And there you go. So now I'm going to take all of these and ink up the edges in this, it's like a dark pink ink out of that uh, inks that I got from the Tuesday morning. And I did it to all the papers. Didn't make you watch because it's quite boring. But I even did it to the background paper here. It's just a plain white cardstock. So I made sure they all had that same um, ink on all their edges. And now I'm just going to start adhering everything down. This little banner down here is where it's going to hold my title just like it is in the sketch. And sorry, yeah, I don't know why it went unfocused like that. I'm sorry. But so here's where I decide, okay, I want a little bit more of the paper poking out on each side of the picture. And so I just cut it right in half, and just so I can move it over a tiny bit. It's not a lot of space, but it's enough where I like it better. So the sketch, I think, has that bottom stripe going clear to the edge, and I left a little bit of um, background showing on the edges. So, but I do make my little banners here, they go clear to the edge. And I'm going to use the mat on my table here to align these up so that they are straight across from each other and not one way shorter or higher than the other one. So now I'm going to put some foam behind my picture to pop it up off of the layering in the back. And there you go. Now, in the sketch, it has those hearts kind of just off to the one side of the picture. But with this being a 8.5 instead of a 12-inch, I decide to use flowers here instead of the hearts, and I'm going to do more of a sweeping angled look. So I'm just using that one cardstock flower that I have that I printed out with the Cricut a while back. And I'm just using it as a template to trace all these other ones. And see how it kind of like looks like it's kind of falling from the top corner down to the bottom corner, opposite corner. I like that. So this flower here, I cut it out in that purple, and then I used my hole punch and put a little hole in it, and now I'm cutting out the inside of it. This is going to be my little sequin shaker and shaker pocket, I guess you can call it. So I just use a little piece of packaging here, and I use my fine liner bottle, glue all the way around it, and just stick it down. And then I was going to show you how I used fun foam to go all the way around the edge. I just cut it into strips and put it all the way around. But I did it all off camera. Didn't realize it. So sorry about that. But you can see where I just filled it all around with the fun foam and made sure that there was no gaps or anything for the sequins to escape from. And now I'm just going to grab this. This is a sequin mix I got at Walmart. And so there's tons of different shapes and colors and sizes. And this is just a little bit that I didn't sort out. And I am picking out the purples, pinks, blues, and yellows. And there's stars and flowers and circles and moons all in this. And I didn't really care about the shapes as much as I just wanted those colors that are in the papers. And so I left out the harsh yellows and reds, like the golds and reds and stuff. So I really like the way that the secret pocket looks. So now I'm going to get all these flowers stuck down. And then I'm going to make another sequined pocket, shaker pocket. Yeah, shaker pocket. And I did the same thing. Just that one happens to be on white fun foam instead of the blue. And put that right here. And then I do put a white flower right next to the picture. It's only half a flower, so I just tuck it under, and I like that. And now I'm going to take the same sequin mix and just grab a handful of them using my little jewel picker here. It's for putting down little drills in diamond painting. And I'm just using it to put these little sequins all over the place, picking out the same colors that I picked out before, and then I'm putting one of the big sequins, either a flower or a circle, in the center of each and every flower that I put down. So they have a nice big center, and then I am sprinkling the rest of the sequins just everywhere, so it's like they're falling from the top here down to the bottom. Yeah, I like the movement it has. And I'm not really caring what sequence I grab as long as they're in the right colors, and I try not to put like 3 or 4 stars like all clumped up together. I try to spread everything out a little bit. And yeah, it was just fun. It was just to be able to see exactly where I wanted everything, and worked out good. So now I'm grabbing this word phrase here, and I'm going to cut it up into 3 little sections. And I can't remember what it says, but there's a close-up of it at the end. And then I grab these. These are alphas I got at the Dollar Tree, and I love the colors. They match perfect. They're the blues and purples, and it's a blue background, and has all the flowers on the front, and they just work great. So I just write the word shot right here, and then I'm going to grab this sticker book. It's from it's a Chamel sticker book. I can't remember what collection. And I'm just going to use these tile stickers here and write the word good. So my title is Good Shot, and that's referring to my daughter's shot on this big moose. She did a really good shot on it. I think she got a 10x. And so I figured that title worked perfect. And now I'm going to grab some of these little circles. They're almost like a sticker sequence. And I'm just adding a couple of them in because I just like the shimmer and shine that they give. So done with that. And I think that this one is done. See, look how they shake. I love it. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget this is a hop, so make sure you go down to my description box and check out everybody else that is playing along. And if you like what you see, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.